A very good evening, everyone. I'm Sahil Srivastav, currently studying MBBS at UCMH in Bhairava. So today the topic is actually one of my favorite because I was a very procrastinating person. So yeah, I used to have a lot of backlogs and I cleared it somehow. So I will just share some of the few points with you. So first of all, we will find out why the backlogs pile up. So the first thing is we get distracted somehow, like there's some family function or like you are just you're just distracted somehow. Let's see, depression, anxiety, or you get in love with a very pretty girl, okay, or and some boy or someone, okay. So yeah, you spend a lot of time dating and all, but then you somehow realize, oh my god, I have a lot of backlogs. So yeah, that's one thing. And the second is something like emergencies, family emergencies, some health emergencies, or like kind of anything. Yeah. And then the last thing is that the late enlightenment, okay. So what this particular thing happened to me. I was a very bad student. What you won't say bad, just not a competent one in class 11. So I somehow wasted it, okay. So that's one, okay. So what are the consequences of backlog, okay. So first of all, let me tell you a hypothetical situation that you are reading EMF from physics, electromotive force, and you don't know anything about magnetism. So if you don't know magnetism, you won't be able to understand EMF or something related to it. So it somehow just gets so bad at some time, like you don't want to study, okay. So it just kills the motivation to study new topics. The second thing is it destroys your confidence and creates self-doubt, okay. Creating self-doubt, it happened to me a lot in class 11 only. I used to like just sit and see everyone answering questions and answering those questions which I never knew existed. So yeah, it just creates a big question mark on your performance. And the last is poor performance. Of course, if you don't study, you won't be able to fetch good marks in your exam. Okay, so if you are someone like me, if you have wasted your class 11 or you're wasting time, so this probably may be the eye opener video for you. Okay, so there's something to worry about backlogs? So actually there isn't anything to worry about. Everyone faces the same situation now, like somewhere in their life. If you are a studious person, you will realize it, okay. The first thing is that realization is important, okay. If you don't realize how much you are behind the competition or behind in terms of knowledge, then you won't be able to just go and clear up the backlogs, because if chal raha hai, there's nothing. Okay, so should we study and what is being taught currently, or just we should clear the backlog first? So this is one of the most important question everyone asks, like every junior asks me, like the backlogs are important, but they are not important as the current topics are, because if you just don't study the current topic, it just piles up, okay. So I would suggest you like just go for the current topics first, okay, and then go and clear the backlogs. I will tell you the important times, like when you should study about for the backlogs, okay. So what is the best timing to clear up backlogs? So what I did was that there's a Diwali, or like we have a Diwali chutti, some about 20 days or so. So in my class 12, I got 20 days or around that 22 days Diwali chutti, and that actually helped me clear my backlogs. I studied vigorously of class 11 topics. Like I still remember I studied plant kingdom and animal kingdom, and then just that cell biology portion. I just had a small idea in class 11, but I couldn't just remember it in class 12, so I studied it, okay. So the time that you wasted should be compensated with your free time, okay. So yeah, you can say I just studied in my Diwali time, not in the day of Diwali, but just near that time period when everyone was just enjoying. But I knew that I had a bigger goal than that. So actually, just you need to realize first, okay. So the plan should be like this. You have to just first complete the current topics. If your classes are going on, just for take this example, okay. So you don't have to learn all the magnetism. Just go for the like important topics that help you grasp the concept of EMF, okay. So there are like some Lenz law and all in magnetism that comes in EMF as far as I remember. So first thing, you should just go and complete the current topics, and then you should, if you have a free time, you can just study the backlogs. Like if you have a spare time, then study for backlogs. Remember that holidays are the best arrow in your artillery. I just I just came to know about this sentence 2 years ago, and this just changed whole my perspective about holidays. I used to think like holidays are the like relaxing time, but no, okay. If in your in your basic years in which you have to fight with your competitions, holidays are actually the best arrow in your artillery as a student. So if you ask me, so shouldn't we enjoy? Like, bro, you just enjoyed in your in that time. That is why you are here. That why the backlog piled up. But if yeah, you should compensate somehow. Okay, so if you want to be in the competition, if you want to be in the top 1%, you have to just sacrifice your free time or spare time. Okay, so moving forward, just build the plans for upcoming weekends and stick to it. I won't brag about it, but I used to like make 1 month ahead routine. Like, I have to study this, and I used to stick to it very, like, in a very disciplined way. See, motivation can take you from one position to another, but it's very short living. Okay, so the best thing that helps you study is the discipline. If you're continuously studying for 4 5 hours, if you're consistently studying for more than, like, your exam is near, you're consistently studying for 10 hours or something. I don't like measure the studying with hours, but yeah, if you are studying consistently, you will actually be disciplined, and you may actually clear up the backlogs, as I did. Because I know somewhere in 12 I studied a lot, because that backlog I got a late enlightenment, as I told you in the earlier section of this video. So make up your mind and be disciplined. Okay, you are here. Just, if you want to be the top 1%, you have to be disciplined. There's no any excuse about that. And yeah, read books and make notes for easier topics. For complex topic, you can rely on lectures. As I told you, just go through book. It's less time consuming. If you can understand it, just take. If you can't, just take help from any seniors or maybe your own batchmates who can study better. Okay, so the reality check I want to give you here is that this is not a sprint. Okay, so it's not like if you study for 1 2 days and then leave it just there, nothing will change. Just, it is a marathon. Okay, you have to rely on the process, because you know that you have to just believe in the process. Okay, you can't just see the result. You won't be able to see the result in 1 2 days or like 1 week or so, but you will gradually progress. Okay, so even if you get behind initially, there's still a very good chance that you will win by pushing harder. Like, you should just have that courage that you can do it. You can just climb this huge mountain of backlogs. Okay, so that probably is it from my side for today. And thank you. Have a good day. Bye.